Welcome back. To continue building on our password security, we're going to cover two-factor authentication, also known as 2FA. Topics we'll cover in today's video include explaining what 2FA is, covering how it works, and the benefits of using 2FA. In our increasingly digital world, protecting our online accounts is more critical than ever, but sometimes passwords alone aren't enough to keep cybercriminals out. This is where 2FA may come in handy. So what is two-factor authentication? 2FA is an extra layer of security that can be enabled to ensure that people who try to access accounts are who they say they are. It's a method of confirming a user's identity by requiring them to provide two different authentication factors. These factors typically fall into three categories: something you know, which is typically the account's password; something you have, which can be a physical device like a smartphone that generates a one-time security code, or a security token that physically needs to be inserted into your device. Sometimes, certain accounts, such as Google, will ask that you access an app on your smartphone, like YouTube, as a form of authentication. Lastly, something you are. This includes biometric data such as fingerprints and facial recognition. Here's a simple breakdown of how 2FA works. 1. The user starts logging in. The user will start the login process by entering their username and password as usual. This is the first authentication factor. 2. There's a request for the second factor. After successfully entering your password, the system will prompt you for a second factor, which may come in the form of a text message, where you receive a one-time security code, an authentication app, such as Google Authenticator, which will generate a new security code every 30 seconds, a security key, which is a physical form of authentication that needs to be inserted into the device, or a biometric scan, such as a fingerprint or facial recognition. 3. Enter the second factor. You provide the second form of authentication. And lastly, access is granted. If the second factor is correct, you gain access into the account. By requiring these two distinct factors, two-factor authentication significantly enhances the security of your online accounts, reducing the risk of unauthorized access, identity theft, and data breaches. It's a simple yet highly effective way to protect your digital identity and personal information. In a world where our digital presence is more significant than ever, two-factor authentication is a powerful tool to safeguard your online life. So don't wait. Enable 2FA on your accounts today and enjoy the extra layer of peace of mind.